What's up, guys? Don't feel like getting the camera out, so I figured I would do just a quick little cell phone EDC video. One of the Blade Show knives that I forgot to show in the Blade Show loot video was this Peter Stain friction folder. I think his company is called Kovex or something like that. It's named after the grind. Something was called Kovex, his booth at Blade, something. Hollow ground on this side, convex on this side. Pretty crazy blade. All handcrafted. People were telling me you pronounce his name Stein. That's not correct. I'm not trying to be rude at all, but I asked the man at Blade Show how you pronounce his last name because I didn't know, and he said Stain. His name is Peter Stain, like a stain on your shirt. That's coming straight from the guy who makes these knives. So pronounce it Stain. He gets his pivots made by Chris Reeve. He's actually a South African knife maker. Really, really sweet friction folders. All handmade, smooth as glass. I mean, smooth. Mosaic pen, which he actually makes himself. He makes these mosaic pens. The steel is 12C27, which is fine. I mean, it's going to hold its edge probably about like 8CR, which is fine for me for an EDC blade. This thing is all handmade. I mean, it's just beautiful. The fit and finish is gorgeous, and it cost me $70. So that's pretty crazy if you ask me. Just slips right down in the pocket, carries really well. I just love playing with this thing. Absolutely love playing with it. It centers up perfectly. I mean, dead centered. And it goes to a very lean tip, so you can get some really nice cutting going with this. Anyway, been playing with this since Blade. What I've been carrying lately has kind of been switched up. I carry these two occasionally. I couldn't really show the colors in this clip on the webcam video, but you can see them here. That's Chad Nichols Mokutai. It's gorgeous. Mokutai, if you don't know, is essentially just 100% pure titanium and titanium alloy, which is 6Al4V, which is literally 90% titanium, 6% aluminum, 4% vanadium. It's just pure Ti and 6Al4V, just put together like Damascus, I guess. I don't know how they do that. I'm actually completely clueless as to how they do that. Anyway, been carrying those two. I've had this with me pretty much every day, everywhere I go. As you can see, it's getting kind of beat up. For some reason, I'm only rough on the front scale. The back scale has a couple nicks to it, but really the only damage is up top where it seems to rub on my flashlight, which is still not that bad. See this cut on my thumb? It's healed now. I actually made a video about this, but I didn't post it. I was sharpening on the wicked edge, and you do these up and away strokes, and on the back stroke I actually lodged my thumb onto the blade. Pretty deep, really deep actually. When it happened, I actually recoiled from the pain and lodged my thumb on a little bit further, so I had to like push my thumb off and take it off the blade. Moral of the story is be careful if you're using the wicked edge. Anyway, rough on this thing. It doesn't look bad though. I mean, if it gets much more scratched up, it's going to look like a stonewash scale, which is going to be pretty cool. Still loving the smoothness mod I do to it. It's just ridiculously smooth, outrageously smooth. Yet it has zero blade play. Zero blade play. So I love this thing. If I don't carry the large, then I carry the small. I've been really liking the small lately. The small Sabenza is a tiny knife compared to a lot of other knives, but you get a lot of cutting edge. A lot of cutting edge. You get just as much cutting edge with a small Sabenza as you do a Para 2. And you can see huge size difference. Now it doesn't look like it if you line the blades up, but if you actually put a string and follow the string up the edge and then put it on the Para 2, you have just as much cutting edge on the Sebenza as the Para 2. So you get a lot of cutting edge in a small package with a small Sebenza. And in Atlanta, where I'm moving, I think that there is a blade limit. Not sure though, the laws kind of seem muddy. Don't know for sure, but I think there's a blade limit. If there is, then this will be perfect for carry. But again, I'll probably carry whatever I want to. Kershaw Knockout, I have this for T&E. I actually really like this. The knife is awesome. Aluminum handles, steel subframe lock. The only thing I don't like is the steel. 1428 or 14C 28N just does not hold an edge very well at all. I mean, I would personally rather have 8CR 13 MOV than 14C. It just does not hold an edge for me. Today I did about 30 cuts into cardboard, and it wouldn't shave hair, it wouldn't slice phone book paper. I mean, it was essentially dull in the parts that were doing the cutting. And that's like 30 cuts. That's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Granted, it was some different cardboard that I've never cut with, so I don't know if it was just really boogery cardboard or this factory edge just isn't clean enough. It doesn't have a burr on it. I know it doesn't have a burr, but it just got dull fast. Don't know what it is, but I don't have good luck with 14C. For an EDC steel, it'll be perfect. I mean, if you know how to touch your edge up with a stone, which pretty much anybody can do. I mean, if you could color in between the lines in a coloring book, you can touch your edge up on a stone. It'll be perfect for that. I did touch it up, and it literally, no exaggeration, took me like 2 seconds. Just swipe, and it's back to ridiculously sharp. So 14C does have that going for it, that you can keep it sharp almost indefinitely with very minimal work. But love this knife, super slim. The pocket clip is alright. I would probably change it in a perfect world. It is assisted opening, super fast. I would probably like it more as a manual flipper, but what can you do? It is an awesome knife for what, 60 bucks? Kershaw is putting out some really high quality stuff for a low price point. Changed up the pin and flashlight lately. Been carrying the 4.7's Preon 1 with a lithium AAA in it, so you get just a little bit higher output, maybe a little bit more runtime. The lithium cells seem to have a little bit more punch to them than the alkalines, plus they won't leak. Instead of carrying my stainless steel Investigator, I got this blue aluminum one. I have a fine tip Fisher Space Pen refill in it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The aluminum is a lot lighter than the stainless steel, so I like that a lot. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Did not mean to make this 8 minutes and 30 seconds, even longer than that. But oh yeah, something else I wanted to show. If you guys like Bob Lum designs, get this knife. I found this at the local knife shop. Randy said they just got 2 of these in. Traded for them, picked them both up. CPM M4 steel. Ran at 60 to 62, which is low for that steel, I think. It should probably be up there around 63, 64, but still going to outcut most other steels. Love this Tanto shape. I normally do not like Tantos at all, but this Tanto shape is just sexy to me. It has less of an Americanized Tanto look to it and more of a, where they develop Japanese, Chinese. I know Lum is a Chinese guy, or he makes Chinese knives. Did make Chinese knives, rest his soul. But it just seems less CRKT Tanto and more of a traditional type shape. And it's a nice titanium frame lock with the adjustable stop pin, so you can pretty much always adjust the lock up to how you want it. I have it set to where it's at about 30% right now, and it works perfectly. Super nice knife. Pretty much the only Tanto that I like. Just a really nice knife. I'm thinking about getting Brad Southern to regrind this and reheat treat it. I don't know if he's going to accept that work yet, but hopefully he will, because I would love to get this down to a super fine cutting edge at around 63 or 64. I think it would be a mean cutter. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it's so long, but I'll see you next time.